It's time for another exciting episode of the Bad Influence podcast with me, your host, Jordan Banderas. Remember to hit that follow or subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my episodes. So, today, I am exploring a topic I know is critical to understanding the dynamics of relationships. I'm talking about the sensitive topic of sex. Yes, sex. Look at me. I'm even nervous talking about this because for some reason, sex is a taboo. But today, I'll be diving in with my strong opinion about why some women withhold sex from their partners, especially when they feel uncertain about their futures. If they have been told that the man of the house has got them, financially, physically, emotionally, sexually, etc. If you've been told you can be a kept spouse, it can be scary if you feel unstable in your foundation for the relationship. This can be scary for women, and I don't think some men realize or try to understand this. I didn't know. I learned the hard way. And I'm seeing a lot of men making the same fucking mistakes I did. And then they wonder why their wives don't want to have sex with them. I see it all the time. I see it on Reddit. I see it with my friends. I'm like, I have to tell you the truth, buddy. But now, sex, let's make this clear. Sex is more than just physical closeness and just fucking penetration. We're adults. We should know that by now, right? And if you didn't know, surprise. Sex is also a deep emotional connection that requires a sense of security. So it's not uncommon for women to pump the brakes on sex in their relationship when they're grappling with concerns about their future, if the guy doesn't give them that certainty that they are going to take care of them. Like, I've seen women go to their relationships and they literally think about survival. They're not enjoying the relationship. They're thinking about their next step because the guy cannot provide. The guy is childish, So imagine this scenario. Your partner, your wife, may desire a stable foundation, a sense of security, a sense of financial security, or emotional support before taking that leap into intimacy, which leads to sex. And when I'm talking about intimacy, I mean, like opening up, being you, shit like that, being intimate, being able to put your guard down. That's what intimacy is too, not just sex. Again, surprise. So it's not about playing hard to get. It's about building a relationship that stands on solid ground. And I want to share this story with you guys. A while back, a couple my wife and I know were having a shit ton of issues. They still are. They haven't fixed anything. That's why I want to use them as an example. Because the husband was complaining that the wife will only have sex with him if he will buy her things and let her have her own money, since the husband doesn't let her work at all. While the husband was complaining all the time, I noticed that the wife always asks for things that she needs, like getting new tires for her car, tampons for her, food for the house, and clothes for her kids. Which I honestly believe the husband needs to take care of it if he's not going to let her work, don't you think? Which in this case, he is not doing. He always says, no, you don't have to work. She can't work. I'm the man. I'm supposed to provide. And I'm just thinking like, you're supposed to provide, but you're not doing it. So shut the fuck up. So we went out to dinner one day with them. Or one night, you never know. And the husband snapped in the middle of the restaurant and started calling her out for not having sex with him unless she got something in return. My wife and I wanted to leave the restaurant, but we couldn't just get up and leave. Could we? I don't know. I had never seen anything like that. So I was confused. But I'm not going to lie though. The show was entertaining. They were laying the dirty laundry air. I've never seen anything like this live, like right in front of me. Unless it's a telenovela or a play. And other than that, I didn't know what to do. But during their very intense fight, the wife turns to my wife and me and asked us, would you be intimate with him if he treats you like a mate, wants sex only when it's convenient for him, and keeps getting fired from jobs because of his anger issues that he won't work on? I was like, damn. She got you good, homeboy. There's no coming back from that. She let you have it. Like, I've been there. There's no coming back from that. So my wife looked at me and goes, well, Jordan is good at giving advice. Maybe he can help. And since my wife put me in this awkward situation, my initial response was, I didn't know you guys were having that many problems. The husband gets even more pissed and decides to leave. So he left and left his wife there with us. So my wife and I take her home. But on the way, she was telling us how he's not reliable. He doesn't listen to her at all. Doesn't help with the kids. And anytime he gets mad, he's always saying, well, you can leave, there's the door. And he can't keep a fucking job. I felt bad for her because she doesn't work. She doesn't have her own money. If she tries to leave, she starts with nothing. Nothing. And I know this because, again, I've done that in the past. That's how my mom raised me. That's the only thing that I knew. My mom did that with me, so I did it to others. And probably the same thing is happening with this guy. And I'm seeing now other guys do this exact same thing. And it's going to ruin your fucking relationship. And if you keep doing that, one thing that's going to happen is that she's going to leave. Let's say somebody tells her, hey, you deserve better, you deserve better. And she's going to believe it one day, and she's going to leave you, and you're going to be crying like a little bitch. Like, she left me, I can't believe I worked for her. Yeah, dude, but there's always a behind-the-scenes story in this type of situations. We can't just believe one side. There's always two sides, like in this case. Because outside of their house, this couple looks perfect. But inside the house, oh hell is breaking loose. And while we were still taking her home, the wife said this to us, and this is the part that I want to share the most with you. She said, I have to use sex with him as a bargaining chip. Sometimes I don't even want to touch him, but I have to, or he won't give me money for groceries. I was like, damn, you guys need a referee. You guys need to take this anger out some way. And then she was like, what? I was like, no, wait. I mean, you guys need a counselor. I needed to clarify that. That's why sometimes I come off as a dick. But after we drop her off, I asked my wife if she would withhold sex if I ever acted like that. Because I started wondering. I'm like, I have done this shit. Would my wife ever do this? Her answer didn't surprise me. I'm not going to lie. Because she said, oh, you have acted like that in the past. So it's a hell yes for me. And also, if she or I, her friend, she or I don't have the safety that a relationship requires, then sex will become a bargaining chip. It's about survival at that point. And I was like, oh shit. Based on what this other girl told us, or other women told us, I was like, damn. That actually sounds about right? So I was like, okay, now I understand the woman's perspective a little bit more, which I know that a lot of guys don't understand. So it makes sense to me that women will withhold sex Because if a man tells her, the wife, the partner, the girlfriend, hey, don't worry, baby. I got you, baby. You don't have to work, baby. I got you. Let me take care of you. Does that sound familiar? Then that man needs to step the fuck up and make sure that he can provide. Or his word, his literal word means shit. Because he's not pulling his weight. He's not doing what he's telling her he's going to do. And again, when that happens and the girl leaves, the men are like, oh, she left me, I don't know what to do. But you didn't do what you were supposed to do. She gave you how many tries, and you didn't do it. So shut the fuck up and do something about it. Become a man of your word. Because if you do this, like what I just shared with you in this story, she will never respect you. She will see you as how you see yourself. A fucking loser. That's how I felt when I married my wife, a loser. And I built everything from the bottom up. And let me ask you this. Would you have sex with someone that sees himself as a loser, or that you see as a loser, like he's never going to get better in life? He's always going to live with his mom. He's always going to have roommates or shit like that. He will never be able to hold that job. Would you have sex? I honestly doubt it. Unless you're taking one for the team. Because a woman needs that certainty that you're going to step the fuck up. You're going to have to share your vision. I know guys are not supposed to share their visions with their women, but fuck that. Because after witnessing this fight with the couple, we know the couple, we know. And what my wife said, I started to think what kind of advice I can give to a couple that's going through this. Well, here's what worked for me in my marriage. This is what worked. But first things first, communication is the fucking key to unlocking the complexities of the concerns that you might have in the relationship. Because to strengthen the bond between partners, you need to engage in open, honest conversations. This isn't just about the birds and the bees. It's about discussing fears, dreams, and the path to a shared future. It's a shared future. That's the commitment of a relationship, to have a shared future. And in case you didn't know that, surprise. So don't leave anything off the table. If you're struggling at work, then your wife can help you figure out a solution. When I have done this, my wife has always told me to quit my job, that I deserve better. And then I end up finding something way better. Like she tells me, like, fucking quit. Leave that job and find what you deserve. You deserve better. You deserve to get paid more. And every time I have done this, since we got married, since we had this kind of conversation the first time, I have quit my job and find something better afterwards. Because she's always telling me, hey, you deserve better. You deserve better. You know you can do better. You know you can learn. And I'm like, yes, I fucking can. You know? That's the shared vision. If you as a man see yourself as someone that can conquer those fucking fears and those fucking goals, she will fucking support you. Don't listen to that fucking red pill bullshit. I used to do that and it never worked for me until I changed things up and I did it my own fucking way. So, with that said, this works for me since building a strong relationship takes time and requires trust. So, addressing these concerns head on with empathy and understanding fosters that trust and strengthens the bond between partners. It's about creating a safe environment where both of you feel secure about their shared future. And in my case, I have shown my wife that I'll always take care of her with my actions. Actions speak louder than words. If you tell her that you're going to take care of her, you better fucking do it, motherfucker, because you're making us look bad. You're making guys like me look bad. Because with your fucking man-child attitude and actions. If you don't know how to keep a relationship, stay the fuck back on the sidelines. Just be a fuck boy. Because this requires communication and trust, because those are good foundations. This is something that you can start with. If you don't know what the fuck you need to do to keep a good relationship, then start building these two foundations, these two first layers of the foundation. Communication and trust. But remember that the intimate connection between a woman's sense of security and her willingness to engage in sex is not a fucking game. It's not a fucking game. It's a journey that both of you must take together by opening up those lines of communication, by building the trust and fostering empathy. Your relationship will flourish if you do this. But you also have to do it your way. Don't just copy me. Don't just copy others. Do it your way. Because when you don't do it your way, you're going to look like a fucking robot and she's going to get tired of it. She's going to feel like you're just acting, that you're not being yourself. So work together to build a strong and meaningful connection where fulfilling your dreams and her dreams can be a team effort. Don't allow bullshit advice to ruin your relationship. Don't allow your feelings of inadequacy ruin your relationship. You can fucking do it. If someone like me, and I'm not putting myself down, if someone like me that had no role models, no good role models, nobody ever told me how hard it was to get married, or how hard it is to be married, can actually fucking learn. I'm a stubborn dude, so if I can learn, anybody can. Because you also have to understand that, and this is the reason why I actually always say that anybody can do it. I had to learn English after I got married. But that's a story for another day. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thank you for everything. Remember to subscribe to our channel, also to follow and share so we can grow. All thanks to you. So anybody can see the inspiring content that I have. And remember to keep an open mind and engage in respectful discussions in the comments below. And remember to share, like, and subscribe. And hit that notification button to stay tuned for more content. And here are my final thoughts. If your wife stops having sex with you, it's okay to ask why. But you have to be willing to fix the issue if that issue is you. And have a great day.